welcome back to another episode of Building Lego Sets for an Obscene Amount of Time, featuring your host, me. Today we embark into the wizarding world of Legos to build some of my favorite Harry Potter sets that are on the shelves right now. I made a similar video to this last year, and you guys really enjoyed it, so we are back again for round 2. Wingardium Leviosa. Some of the Lego sets we are building were provided by the Lego group. Thank you so much, Lego. I'll be building 8 Lego Harry Potter sets, or over 17,000 pieces, over the course of 50 hours. That's actually so much Lego, y'all. 50 hours is my limit here, and it's not because I have anything better to do, because I don't. But it's because I'm usually able to build between 300 to 400 pieces per hour, and I'm challenging myself here just to become a faster builder. Many of you out there know me to be a very slow Lego builder, and that ends now. I'm breaking out of the mold. Because I don't really want to be building in silence for 50 hours straight, I'm going to be watching all 8 of the Harry Potter movies, and I'm going to be building the sets in an order that kind of makes sense. The set we're going to start with is the talking sorting hat. I feel like this is just such a good way to start the video. Harry gets sorted into his hat, not immediately in the first movie, but that's kind of his first step into Hogwarts, so I think it's really fitting. There's 2 big things I want to point out about this set. One is that it actually talks. There's like an audio brick in there with 31 different sound combinations. And so essentially what you're able to do is sort yourself into a Hogwarts house with this Lego set. So I'm gonna see what I am according to Lego. I am, however, a self-diagnosed Hufflepuff. I did take the Pottermore quiz. It came out Gryffindor. I'm not very brave, so I don't trust it, but I'm excited to see what the Lego set says. That was all number 1 about the set. Number 2 is that it looks like a giant poo-poo, and it's kind of funny. Let's get this open. There's 561 pieces in here, so it should take me an hour and a half to 2 hours. It doesn't look that complicated, so hopefully it's a pretty quick build. This part was always nuts. I don't care how big they are. I'm a little brat. I'm almost done with the build, but I finally got to the part in the movie with the hat. The set looks really good so far. We have finished the first build in this video. It took me an hour and a half, so we're actually perfectly on time. Kind of remarkable. It was a pretty simple build, so that probably helped a lot. But here we have the talking sorting hat. It is a large lump of brown brick. There's also the stand for the hat, and it has printed tiles for all of the different Hogwarts houses. And the face has a lot of articulation. You can like just press down there.
Yes, Ravenclaw!
Lady Bird loves it. Then on the bottom you can press that. If you want to put it on your head, then there's like that little button that you activate, so then the sound happens. By the way, we have a special guest here. Lady Bird wouldn't move, and so now she's in the video. What do you think about the hat? Wow. Such wise words. It's nice because there's different ways to display the set. You can just put it on a table, or you can put it into here. It looks a little bit more official. But now the moment of truth. I want to find out what Lego thinks my Hogwarts house is.
Yes, Gryffindor, Slytherin, Slytherin, Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, you belong in Hufflepuff.
First try! I want to see what Lady Bird's Hogwarts house is too. Ready, Lady Bird? Twins! But now it's time to give this set a star rating. I do this in all of my build videos. It's all very subjective, honestly. For our talking sorting hat here, it retails for $100. There's only 561 pieces in this, so that's a terrible price per piece ratio. For displayability, I feel like this is something where if I just saw this on someone's shelf and I didn't realize it was Harry Potter, I'd be like, what is it? You know what I mean? And so all of that being said, I think I'm gonna go 2 stars with this. I think it's a great set. It was really fun to build. It's something innovative. It's something that we've never seen from Lego, but I just can't get behind the price, and it still reminds me of poo-poo. Now it's time to move on to set number 2, Hogwarts Castle, the Great Hall. This set has 1,732 pieces, so it's pretty big. That divided by about 350 is just about 5. So 5 hours is how long it should be taking me for this set. It's kind of a long time. This is actually kind of shocking. There are 5 instruction books. I love it when they do this so you can build with friends. There's also 16 bags total in the set. It's kind of massive. I've just finished book 2. Here's where we're at so far. We're able to stack this now. We've already built a good handful of minifigures. The troll hasn't happened yet, but the arms are still, you know. It is getting late though. It is 10:21, which is late for me. I like my sleep. Tomorrow morning, we're going to the Lego store because my husband wants to buy some train Lego stuff. But besides that, the plan is just to build more Harry Potter, and I'm looking forward to it. Good night, y'all. Good morning, party people. Last night, I was building in record time. I think I finished half of the build in just about 2 2 hours total. I was expecting the whole thing to take me 5. Looking more like 4.
The great yellow sun is reflecting in your...
I'm already in the chubby club.
Wow, it's hot outside. It's 108 today in Texas. This is awful, but we got everything done. I got a new laptop. I didn't think that they would have it in stock. It's kind of custom, like extra terabytes because I edit a lot of videos. I also went to my P.O. box. Let me go grab the letters. They were so sweet. Thank you all so much. We're gonna keep building. We are currently at 3 hours and 25 minutes. I'm hoping that this build will only take me about another hour and a half, so that'll put us at 5 hours total. Wish me luck. We are finished with the build. This set was so much fun. I don't really like play sets too often, but this is beautiful. The name of the set is The Great Hall, but it has so much more than that in here, which I really wasn't expecting. The rock work all along the front looks so good. But then on the other side, there's so much to look at here, and it's really fun how everything kind of attaches. It's a bunch of little pieces that connect together, so it's kind of fun and like visually so satisfying putting this together. All the different instruction books come with different sections of the castle, and none of these sections of the build rely on other sections, so really they're all independent of each other, and it would make for a really fun group build experience. On the bottom of the build, each of these little sections comes out, and then you can actually open them up a little bit, so you can play even more with them if you choose. The Great Hall has lots of room for minifigures, so displayability on this set is probably like an 8 out of 10 for me. I love that. Maybe not from this side, but from the other side. You can't tell me this isn't beautiful. The actual build process for this set was also really fun. I love it when Lego sets have fewer pieces in each of the bags. I don't know, it's like when I'm reading a book and the chapters are smaller, it feels like I'm making a ton of progress as I go, and that just makes me feel good about myself. Anyways, for a star rating, I think I'm gonna go 4 stars on this. It's not a 5-star. It's not something that you need in your life. It's kind of big. It's a little bit difficult to display, but if you're displaying it, it would be beautiful. But I surprisingly really enjoyed this one. This is one that I thought would be more like 2.5 to 3 stars. Again, I'm just not into playset. This has made me second guess that opinion. It's time for this one. This is not a playset by any means. It's a micro scale Hogwarts build. And I know I just said that I'm not a fan of playsets. I'm also not really a fan of micro scale builds, so I don't actually know what I like. I think that these look beautiful, like for display. I love it. But the build process, just like all the little pieces, I always mess it up and then I get frustrated. So we'll see if that happens here. But I am excited to start building this because I have this light kit from Light My Bricks. Thank you so much to Light My Bricks for sponsoring this video. I'm looking forward to trying this because I've used other light kits from Light My Bricks in the past. But this one here, this is their Light My Bricks 2.0. This one has instructions to actually put the lights into the build while you're building it. In the past, you would have to deconstruct it and it's kind of tedious. So not only am I excited to see what this looks like when it's built, but also what it looks like lit up and what that process kind of looks like.
What do you want to know?
Building Light My Bricks, it was actually incredible. It comes with this really nice box. It feels like something I would get from the Apple Store. Like, it's really high quality. All of the installation instructions for Light My Bricks are online, so I had my computer with me and I had it open, looking at the instructions. Let me pull it up. They were literally just like Lego instructions. Like, I built the entire set using the instructions here. It shows you how to do the wiring. This whole new system where they're integrating the lighting into the actual build is a game changer for me. I really can't see any wires. Nothing is poking out. But now I want to show you what it looks like lit up. There we are. There's lots of uplighting from down here. The Chamber of Secrets, it's green. Very cool. The light kit looks incredible. They have so many options as well on the website. Definitely go check it out. Make sure to use code Emily15 if you're picking out a light kit of your own. Again, this is literally a game changer. No one else is doing it this way. Light My Bricks has some really cool stuff going on. This set, on the other hand, y'all, I mentioned earlier, micro scale isn't my thing. I don't enjoy building micro scale builds as I'm, you know, next to a bunch of them. I don't like it. It's not fun for me. The Disney ones were kind of miserable, but they were tiny, so it was okay. This one was gigantic. This was like 2,000 pieces. Sorry, I just grabbed the box to double check. 2,660 pieces, and I felt every one of those. I hated it. I hated it so much. It's so tedious. It just keeps going. Half of the build wasn't even the castle. I was just building rock work and everything that goes along with it. It just kept going on and on and on. I can appreciate the techniques that are used in micro scale. Like, I think it is really impressive that you're able to take little tiny Lego pieces and make Hogwarts. Like, that's really impressive. That's very cool. I don't want to be the one doing it. Like, I don't want to be the one building that. That was actually terrible. Building the set made me want to quit Lego. For like a small point of time, I was like, this is it. I'm done. It was absolutely miserable. I'm glad that I built the set kind of early on in the video because there's no way it can get worse from here. And then to top it off, I got to the end and I got this minifigure. It's apparently the architect of Hogwarts. I didn't even know there was one. Like, I'm not the most in-depth Harry Potter fan. I don't read the fan pages, blogs, Pottermore. So maybe other people out there know who this little dude is. I didn't. I did enjoy the little tiny builds like the Bowbottom's carriage. We have the Durmstrang, which we are building a bigger version of later. I'm really excited for that. That will be a fun one. The Whomping Willow with the Ford Anglia in there. And then along the base, this is something really, really cool about the set. We have the Chamber of Secrets. We have the snare, the Devil Snare, right? The Devil Snare. The key room where they had all the flying keys floating around. Then we had Wizard's Chess. That was actually so fun to do. I used to play chess. I was in chess club in like 4th and 5th grade. I went to tournaments. I took chess lessons from a grandmaster. Like, I was very into chess, so having that in Lego here was pretty cool. The Mirror of Erised, and then like a potions classroom, I think that is. But now if we're trying to give this a ranking, I'm so close to giving the set just like 0 stars. Like, I had that bad of a time with it. It looks so good though, especially with the lights. Like, this is a beautiful display. And to be fair, it is cool to have a new minifigure, even though like, I don't even know who this guy is. For me, as someone who actually truly hates building micro scale builds, I'm gonna go 2.5 stars. Like, the display is a 10 out of 10. It looks fantastic. The set itself with Hogwarts, it's very recognizable. All the little details are so well done. Like, the techniques were incredible. I didn't like doing them, but they were incredible. But building the set, y'all, was just awful. I did not like it at all. Anyways, I don't want to talk about the set anymore. I need to move on. I didn't realize that I would get through so many movies so fast. I guess I wasn't anticipating this set to take me like 8 hours straight. And so when I was thinking through the order of Lego sets in my head, I was like, yeah, this order will work perfectly. I finished Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, which, by the way, I forgot how much I love Harry and Sirius's relationship. They are precious. But now I'm about to start the 4th movie. However, it is time for the Ford Anglia, which doesn't really fit in with that movie, but that's okay. I always think of the Whomping Willow scene when I think of this, or even like that scene with all the spiders. I'm pretty sure this car isn't even in the 4th movie, but that's fine. And I'm excited to build it. It's only 165 pieces, so it should be pretty quick. And I think it'll be like a 3.5 star Lego set. Let's build it and find out. All right, let's talk about this Ford Anglia. Okay, so this build is adorable. You get 2 minifigures with it, Ron and Harry. You get Hedwig, Scabbers, a little trunk that fits in the trunk, or should we say boot, because it's the UK. The set retails for $15, and I normally don't go for such small Lego sets, but I almost feel like that's something about myself that I should fix soon, because this is incredible. It's such a nice little build. It has all the details you would need. Yes, there are stickers, but that's fine. And it's kind of refreshing too, going into a Lego store, buying a set that's only $15 rather than 50 or 100. I think I'm gonna go 4.5 stars on this. It's the perfect size, it's minifig scale. I have no complaints. This is a really great set. And it didn't take that long to build at all, because here's where we are at on time. But now, y'all, I think it's time for bed. It is only 9 o'clock, but I am a sleepy girl. There's more Lego building to be done tomorrow, so I will see you tomorrow. And good morning. It was a pretty slow morning. I got up, I had some matcha, had some leftover boneless wings, then spent some time editing a TikTok. And now it's time to keep building. We're starting the 4th movie, Goblet of Fire, which heavily features the Durmstrang. And my initial estimate is that it's gonna be a 4-star build, I think. Let's get it built and find out. Alright, so the build is finished. The set has about 1,200 pieces in it, and it retails for $160. So yes, the price per piece ratio isn't perfect with this. All of these sale pieces probably account for a lot of that. We have a pony, so I don't think the price is too out there. Looking at the minifigures, there's actually a lot in this set. They're mostly of, no, they're all of characters that I still don't have yet in Harry Potter, so it's kind of fun to be growing my collection with this set. I love the carriage. All of the gold detailing, the little pony in the front. It's just a really nice little build. But then the Durmstrang on, this is the part of the set that like drew me to it. The detailing all over is so well done. Like if it wasn't Harry Potter, if it was just a normal boat, it would still be incredible. But the fact that it's Harry Potter and it's an IP that I really enjoy helps a lot. There's also a lot of little features inside the set where you can add extra minifigures. Like this part comes off. Something I don't like about the boat though is that yes, there's all these like weird angles and it must have been difficult to accomplish that. However, this front part of the bow keeps coming off. I finally like got it on pretty sturdy, but it just comes off so easily. Makes me a little nervous to touch it and like move it around. Like it's not that stable of a set. So I wish that the design of it did focus more on stability, because I mean this is definitely a play set. I want to play with it. It's cool, but I'm scared of breaking it. So that's kind of like a big issue. Therefore, I think with the set, it's amazing, and if there weren't any structural issues here, I would go 5 stars. However, because it's a little finicky, it's a little bit, you know, not stable, I feel like 4 stars is probably more fitting for this. It's a really fun build. I just wish it was more stable. We just finished Buckbeak and I have so many mixed feelings about this set, honestly. Here's the box with it. It comes with that little crow and pumpkin patch kind of thing like we see in the 3rd movie. There's 723 pieces, whereas the set retails for 60. So it is a really good deal if you look at price per piece. However, looking at the actual set built, it's just really hard to say that this is worth $60. And I think a large part of that's because there's probably at least 100 pieces in here. I think it would have been better if they maybe left this out and then decreased the price a little bit. I also just don't really love this style of Lego set, like the buildable animal. I take that back. I have SpongeBob down here. I have Bowser. You can't see Simba, but he's way down there. I have Stitch over that way. So I like those. Maybe I just don't like this one. But I will say something cool about the build is that you're able to turn the wings inward so that he can be more in his like relaxed position, just kind of like walking around doing hippogriff things. I don't know. Kicking Malfoy in the face. But I feel like it just looks a little bit unfinished. The back of the head doesn't look great. It's not a bad Lego set. It's just not my favorite. And therefore I'm thinking like 2.5 stars. I don't know if I would recommend this to somebody unless if they love Buckbeak a lot or if they love doing buildable animals. Anyways, this is where we are at on time now. Doing pretty good. At this point, we've built pretty much everything that's on the smaller scale, but there are 2 more sets left and they are both kind of massive. A little intimidating, honestly, but we're gonna get through this. We can do this. And because I want to save Gringotts for last, the next set is Diagon Alley. I got this set in, I think 2021. I bought it at the Lego store and I was so excited. I started building the set during a live stream. I didn't really get too far though. I think I finished the first building. But the set was really special, so I didn't want to just like sit down and build it and get it over with. The set has been in progress for what, 3 years now? That's kind of insane, actually. It's kind of like a running joke on this channel at this point that I'm just never gonna finish it, but we are going to finish it. We're gonna finish it right now, actually. This is where I'm at so far with it. I actually had to like Swiffer dust this because it was so dusty. That's how long it's been since I've touched it. We are at 18.5 hours so far, which seems like we're making great time given that there's only 2 more sets. However, the 2 sets remaining are huge. I can't wait. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I cannot watch Harry Potter anymore. I forgot how sad it is. And I just started Deathly Hallows Part 1. I'm not prepared for Dobby. I'm just not. Like, especially watching them back to back to back. I'm still not over Sirius. Dumbledore just happened. I need a break.
He's not here for genuine reasons.
Don't judge me. All right, wow. This set is kind of insanely huge. I always knew that this would be a big set, and it's actually the 2nd largest Lego Harry Potter set they've ever made besides that giant Hogwarts one. But yikes, like I can barely get all of this on camera. The build for Lego Diagon Alley was one of the most fun build processes I have ever had. Each little building has its own personality, all of these different features in there. And I feel like the build got progressively more difficult as we went along. Like this build here was the last one we did, and I kind of struggled. All of these little Technic gears, all of the angles, it was different. But then something cool that I totally forgot about. There was a secret box at the end of it. It's like bag 21 and it had a secret in it. If you don't want to see the secret, then skip ahead to this little timestamp here. But for the rest of you, let me show you what it is. We got this cute little display stand of Harry and Hagrid. Hagrid has his pink little umbrella. There's Harry and his hand-me-downs from Dudley. It says, "Welcome Harry to Diagon Alley." It was just like a cute little extra thing that I didn't really see coming. But now for a star rating, you guys. I think you already probably know what I'm gonna rate this because the build was like a 10 out of 10. I loved the build process so much. There's so many minifigures in here. Let me count them. 9, 10, 14 minifigures. That's insane. So it was fun to build, lots of minifigures. It's beautiful to look at. This is clearly 5 stars. I think it might be one of my new favorite sets too. But that being said, the timing with this set is actually perfect because I'm currently in the 7th movie. They have been captured. They're in Malfoy Manor, I believe. But you know where they haven't been yet? Gringotts. They haven't been to Gringotts yet, have they? Our whole escape from Gringotts kind of thing is still coming up. Perfect timing to get started on this one. It's basically a modular, you know, so it actually worked really well in the Lego City. Just throwing that out there. I'll probably add it at some point, maybe. But there is something that we need to talk about with this set before we start building. As you can see, there's a top part and a bottom part. Now the top part is very nice. We like this. That looks very good. Dragon and everything. Love this. The bottom part, the roller coaster thing would be fun to see, but I don't really need that part right now. And I know this is a build video, but I don't think that counts as cheating, mainly because it's my video and I make the rules. I'm just gonna build the top part.
Simple minds. I guess we'll take it one by one, baby, one by one. Just different kinds. We'll try to take it one by one.
We have finished Gringotts, and do you see what this says? What does it say? 39 minutes and 1 second. That is 10 hours shorter than that 50-hour kind of limit that I set for myself, so I'm really happy about that. I think that I've become a semi-decent, semi-moderate. I am now a Lego builder that isn't that slow at building. I'm really happy about it. And so while I obviously can't speak for the entire set because I didn't build the entire set, the above ground portion of Gringotts was so much fun. It's like a glorified modular. The fact that I love Harry Potter and I love modular buildings, I have at Lego City, made me truly, thoroughly enjoy this set. Plus filling in all of these little tile paneling along the sides was actually the most satisfying thing I've probably ever done in my life. The weird crooked techniques that they did, I thought that was really cool and different. There's just so many references and details here, like the pumpkin juice sticker. I love that. There's also a lot of owls. And then something else kind of cool that I didn't really expect from this set is that there were so many little gold coins included. They're supposed to go along with the Harry Potter icons set with the giant owl, the glasses, the different books, I think. So it's cool that there's kind of like a lore between the sets. But now I think it's time to give our final star rating. For me, it's an easy 5 stars. This set was so much fun to build. It is beautiful. It's a display. You can put it in a Lego City. And if you're someone that wants to play with Lego sets, then you can definitely play with it. The levels come off pretty easily. The whole back of it is open. And then the top, there's nothing holding this little roof piece on. You just kind of lift it off, so it's really easy access. Plus, given all the minifigures and this little side build, this little pet store, I had never personally heard of the Magical Menagerie, but it's where Hermione got her cat, so I thought that that was kind of cool. And it's just fun having a Harry Potter pet store. I have normal pet stores in my Lego City. I didn't have a magical one, and now I do. The only teeny tiny little thing that does bother me about the set is that on the first floor, this desk, oh god, I'm proving my point right now. It comes off really easily, but also all of the accessories, you kind of bump them over because it's kind of right on the entry into Gringotts here. So if you're trying to move anything around, you're trying to get in there, you're gonna knock over this little desk, and that'll probably bother you after the 8th time doing that. But besides that, it's a great set. It's perfect. I love this so much. Thrilled to have it, thrilled it exists, and it'll look great next to my Diagon Alley sets that I now finally have built. Now, this video was a blast to make. I had so much fun building all of these different Lego sets, and also I finally had an excuse to kind of try different types of Lego sets that I don't typically gravitate towards. I'm somebody that typically builds buildings out of Lego. Those are my favorite things to do, so I'm grateful I got to do a lot of that in this video between Gringotts and Diagon Alley. Even this one here, lots of buildings. Very happy girl. Anyways, I had so much fun making this video. I hope that you enjoyed watching it. If you did, then please like and subscribe. It really does help me out. And with that being said, here are a few other videos that you will probably like even more than this one, so make sure to check them out. Thanks for watching, y'all, and I'll see you next time. Bye!